James Gunn is doing Superman Legacy. We know this is like recurring news. Almost every week, there's a new update, a new cast member being announced in the film. He's on social media quite heavily, especially on Twitter, just responding to fans and people just critiquing him during his process. One person gave him like on Twitter gave him like a shout out, basically saying that I love how you have rare superheroes in a film or in your films like Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad, and how you're able to make it work. And he went on a full, I put it on the screen, but he put a fat paragraph saying how he appreciates the kind words, and he really hates when superhero films have cameos that have nothing to do with stories, and he deemed it. He gave it a term. He called it cameo porn, where it's like you're just serving people just a cameo just for the buzz. So I just want to see what you guys feel about this. First of all, the term cameo porn is kind of wild.
I saw it on the laptop. I was like, yo, what's going on?
I think it's just like when it started out. Like when in the early stages of cameos, it was very satisfying because it always wink at you.
Yeah.
Stan Lee, for example. Stan was there.
Yeah, but that's a whole different type of cameo.
But he originated the idea of cameos.
Yeah.
I'm saying. So his one was he never overstayed his welcome. He's always there for one purpose, that's to show face.
Yeah.
And it's for us to say, oh look, Stan Lee, that's it.
That's his only purpose, yeah.
Nowadays it's just like a bag of man. And when there's a lot of them and you don't serve a purpose, it's done.
Yeah.
The Flash.
The whole thing's there for ticket sales. Hey, we've got this character.
Yeah, literally. So you can put them in the trailer for half a second.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what is so stupid when your secret cameos in the trailer. Don't piss me off.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's meant to be a surprise.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're meant to say, oh look, my guy.
Yeah.
That's fun. Keep it stepping.
Yeah.
So what's I'm thinking the Flash. I'm thinking Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Madness.
The whole X-Men. When everything Marvel's done with X-Men, MCU with X-Men has been cameo porn throughout. Throughout has been just let's just sprinkle a little X-Men person in here for people to get gas, like old characters coming in and like what was it?
But also,
what's his name? The guy that's on the wheelchair. Shit, I forgot his name.
Professor X.
Yeah, Professor X. How did I forget that? But yeah,
No, but that cameo was different because that served purpose.
Does it?
He was there
He's gonna come back
because of the Illuminati, innit? And he will come back.
If he comes back, then yeah. But it felt like he was just there.
He got his dick snapped. What are you talking about?
Oh, he's dead, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all dead.
He's in the
oh
character,
yeah, he's dead, innit?
the character is inevitable.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
When Patrick Stewart does, I think.
It'll be something else,
it will
innit?
be sad, but
Yeah.
No, he's.
You know, it's mad. We were
I'll
talking.
take it over some of these new lot, man.
Yeah. Before we was filming, we were talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, and I was gonna say that I feel like even though it was never advertised in the trailers, I do feel like that film has a huge cameo porn element to it.
In terms of what?
I feel like I think the whole film, people like that film simply because of the characters. Those characters popped up, but I feel like for me, it didn't serve any purpose to the story of them being in there. I feel like it was more of like, let's have these guys jump in because it's a Spider-Verse type of thing. Have their little moment.
But then that is the purpose.
But it didn't really add anything to the story. And the characters they brought back, their character arc didn't really change. It was kind of like they didn't change like personalities. They didn't develop at all.
But I think with Spider-Man, the reason that they did that, especially with like the villains, is because you can't develop new villains in a movie like that. Like, there's not enough time to develop 6 new villains.
Do you know what I think's happening? I think.
Do you know what I mean? And there has to be enough villains for it to make sense for 3 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like one of them could rock all of the.
But that's what I'm saying. I would rather have it just been one Spider-Man. Like I feel like that wasn't needed because it didn't do anything enough for me except for it looked cool.
Yeah, but obviously they were trying to bring the whole multiverse into everything.
Yeah.
So they had to do it somehow, innit?
What I see is the reason why there's so many like cameos from old actors nowadays because you can only ever do it now. If you try to do it 10 years from now, you don't get much. Like most of them are very, very old, most of them are retired.
No, but then in 10 years you're gonna then bring the actors that are current.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's kind of jarring. Also, another thing that pissed me off was the actor that played Lizard and the actor that played Sandman. They just wasn't there. They didn't shoot anything new. All of it was just. I think one of them actually.
No, it was Sandman. Sandman had to have done new lines.
No, he did. He did like he did. I think he did voice stuff, but face stuff. They just got recycled footage. From
That's what he did.
When your cameo is recycled footage from an older movie, that's just like, come on, man.
Okay, fair enough.
That's why I see the laziness. And a lot of superhero films do it. And a lot of superhero films currently, it seems they're all based on us having a cameo of a superhero or villain that people have nostalgia against. So so they can get ticket sales up.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I feel like there's a whole big wider problem in superhero movies that like I feel like the story development in superhero movies these days is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like it's just here's the story, take it, fight.
No, but that's what happens when you
Do you know what I
oversaturate the market with something, right? It's like you have a fuck ton of it, and then one of them is really, really good.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. If there wasn't oversaturated, it'd be more good ones, isn't it? But it's just like
I get it, but as in like let's take the MCU for example, a 10-year build up to Infinity War, Endgame, whatever. Loads of little stories that were developed well in their own right that were leading to a bigger thing.
Yeah.
And now it's like 27 stories in one movie. Because they think everyone just, this did numbers, so now we need to do it again. But that's not how it was.
Phase 1, 2, and 3 did not have a single bad movie.
Thor
there was no bad. Thor 2 was really good.
I enjoyed Thor 2, but in terms of like audience scores,
they dislike it, but no one ever says it's dog shit.
None of them had none of them were bad movies.
There was just
Go on, in phase 1, 2, and 3, what was bad?
Phase 1, 2, and 3.
I can't think of the film that was.
Like they'll say that either Hulk, the first Hulk, but
The
that
first
was
Hulk.
Hulk was good.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, that was
Cold. I love that Hulk.
It was good. The music was great.
It's basically like the Captain America trilogy, Thor trilogy.
Wait, that's not the first Hulk though. It was Hulk before that. I think the other Hulk was in MCU though.
No, he wasn't
No,
MCU.
I'm talking straight MCU. I'm not talking about Eric Bana one. But there's like, so in those there's like 33 movies. There's the lowest is mid and the best is sensational.
Yeah.
And then after that,
No, it's
Phase 4 has more content than Phase 1, 2, and 3 combined.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And I think
That's
because they're doing this,
And
every other superhero movie is sort of
Suffering.
and follow. But they're the suffering. They're causing their own suffering because they're just following the MCU's.
They're following the market and the MCU's still winning regardless.
Yeah.
But are they winning? They're not making money as they used to. It's still there's a low.
This, I reckon they're not making.
Maybe merchandise, but I don't think cinema tickets.
The Marvel's box office.
The Marvel's flopped.
tanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Guardians just broke even.
Did it break even?
Yeah, they
I was
made
surprised.
700 million.
Sick.
The film cost.
Why is it
It made 700 million. The film cost like 200.
Wow. I mean, to be fair,
There's no way that just.
Think about it. Think about
Yeah, because normally when you got the budget and then
You have to double it
then
for-
you double it for the marketing and all that stuff.
But think about it, like, look at it in terms of like mathematically, you know. 3 movies in 1 year, 3 movies and 3 TV shows in 1 year. You're basically making a base about around the same. If you think about it, because you're making more money from the stream. So you're not going any down. You're just making the same shit, and it clearly works. That we used to fully boycott Marvel for them to actually make a difference. Because they don't care about story no more. And the way I see it, it's not for us no more.
It's for the younger
For
generation.
the kids.
Younger generation.
Yeah.
Same with Star Wars. It's not for us.
Yeah.
You have to accept that. Once you accept that, we can go watch more better movies.
I've been accepted.
No, but then it's like
I've been accepted it though.
Yeah, but who's giving them the money? The kids or me? Because someone's kid can't watch the movie if I don't buy them a ticket.
Yeah, but you're not buying it for yourself.
You're buying it for them.
If they had a great time,
Yeah.
you're going to go watch it.
They're here buying Spider-Man t-shirts. They're saying, yo,
Oh,
Dad,
yeah, merch and
take me to what Spider-Man
toys.
for.
Spider-Man was more for us than for the kids though.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But after that,
I'd say the last superhero movie I enjoyed was Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah.
Cold.
that was
Cold
back
film.
in 2000.
You like
You
that
didn't
one?
enjoy
I
it?
watched it recently.
That
I ain't lie, the more I think about it,
that was a cold movie.
that Batman film.
I liked it. It's just,
Let me not say
yeah.
Do you know what it is? Maybe this is what's wrong with the market.
Me.
No, as in these takes, like the Batman was a sick, like rendition of the Batman and how he is.
Yeah. I think the Batman is a better Batman film than the Christian Nolan's films. Yeah, I said it.
Ooh.
Fuck it.
You're so bad, yeah.
Ooh.
I know what you're doing.
I said it.
I know
I'm not doing
You
anything.
looked me in
I'm
my
not doing anything.
Ooh.
I'm not trying to start trouble. I'm
You
making.
know what it is though?
I'm making a statement. I'm
Do
making
you
a
know what it is
statement.
though? I can rewatch that movie more than I can rewatch the
Same,
trilogy.
100%.
I'm the opposite.
You know what's
I
mad?
watched both recently.
It was a couple of days ago. I was just thinking. I was running this on YouTube. And I was just typing in some Batman scenes. I was watching the scene. I was like, the way the Batman captured Gotham
Yeah.
was supreme.
Agreed.
And like my whole argument is, I'm not trying to say the Nolan films are trash.
No,
I
of
think
course
they're
not.
great Christian Nolan films. I don't think they're great Batman films.
Yeah.
Those films look like what it is. Christian Nolan doing Batman. He just
Black man.
he's
Black man.
black man. Fight the power. But it's like
I don't dislike the Batman. I just think it's way too long. That's my problem.
No, but
Fam.
see, there you go.
yo,
Look,
every time, fam.
this is
Every time it's too long.
if you don't go for the story and the long, slightly slow sometimes superhero movie,
Yeah.
which is what's against the grain, then you have to go with the grain, which is these.
You can make it a little bit short. This stuff really just drags out like that. That whole, like by the time you got
This
to
brother
the part
doesn't
where-
understand suspense.
Yeah, and just like
I understand.
just
You
put
know,
it's your
and
best-
that bring
you're-
you.
you're
It
them
takes a
guys,
while for
yeah?
you to settle in and get into the world that they
No,
create.
because
You
I've
know.
seen
You
the
fast forward when you're watching at home.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Listen, I could watch a 3-hour movie and enjoy the whole thing. That's not a problem. It's when you got to the part where the flooding scene, whatever.
Yeah.
That's when it started drag. Like it's like,
That's the
like,
last act.
No, that's not. But
Do you
like,
know what I mean?
up until that point, to me, was a good movie. Up until that point.
So you didn't want the movie
So it's
to
like
finish.
that to me was a whole movie. And this thing just feels like I get the purpose of it, but it could be
Purpose
done
is
better.
that it ends how it began.
Yeah.
It's nice. Obviously, the film starts with him being in the darkness, talking to himself, whatnot, and
It's
then
like, yeah.
it ends with him having the light.
Yeah, yeah.
Being, he's no longer the darkness no more. He's the light in the dark.
I think this movie would have benefited if it was a little bit shorter.
Alright,
That's
cool,
just
man.
Nah, chill out.
Alright, man, you're bugged out.
Yeah, you
still,
keep-
man.
Just because you don't movie don't have to be that long. It's just not
I,
feel-
It did have to
sometimes
be
sound
that long.
like it does.
They should have
still.
added half an hour.
Do you know what I'm pissed off about?
Go
I
on.
don't know about talking about this stuff, it's so sweet to put comments. But anyway, I'm pissed off at the fact that I didn't enjoy the Joker. Or Joker, sorry.
I like Joker.
I didn't enjoy it. I watched it twice because I was just so fuming I didn't enjoy it the first time.
Yeah.
Second time I still didn't enjoy it. I was really upset about
You
it.
never liked it,
No.
so you're
I
not looking
liked
forward to
it.
the sequel.
I like.
What, the musical?
Yeah.
Lady Gaga.
If we're gonna do a musical, we have Lady Gaga, no?
That
Get
in
nice.
theory looks like the worst thing in the world. A Joker sequel musical with Lady Gaga sounds like the dumbest thing ever. Watch it slap.
It's gonna slap.
Watch it slap.
It's gonna
It's gonna
slap.
turn into
I
Harley Quinn.
It's gonna slap.
Yeah.
Isn't that name from like in French or some shit?
Who's that?
Isn't it like the subtitle of the name
Oh yeah,
in
it's
French?
some French. Yeah. But listen, watch it slap.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
some next
that's
creative,
positive.
artistic.
It will,
Probably,
yeah.
musical.
I might, hopefully I enjoy that more. I just didn't enjoy the first one. The twist was crazy.
Would you have enjoyed it if there was cameo porn in it?
No. Well, Penguins, I don't know.
What
No, but I think
cameo
That was
porn?
cameo porn. There was cameo porn. You got Bruce Wayne's fucking origin.
I won't call that cameo porn though.
I call that cameo, but that did not need to be.
What do you call
Why
cameo
not?
porn?
There's no purpose.
What's your definition of cameo porn?
My definition of cameo porn is I recognize that. That's it.
That's
Oh,
not-
I know
that's
this
not
thing
what.
from
I
another
don't think that's
thing.
what cameo
Oh,
If
porn
no,
is.
but if it doesn't serve the story, there was no reason for Batman to be in that Bruce Wayne to be in that ending. No reason.
I think it was more of trying to show that these
Yeah,
guys
like-
are the same. They may be brothers. That was the big
No,
Twist.
Thomas Wayne part was calm.
yeah.
Thomas Wayne getting killed and the Batman that part was unnecessary.
But it's just like a soft introduction type thing to something you already know. I get what you mean. It's not
I think it's
necessary.
not
I think that's
But
more.
I don't
Of a,
think
I
it's
think that's
cameo
more of
porn.
a. It's not
Okay,
when you
yeah,
say we
yeah,
say
it-
Easter
it-
egg.
it's-
we
it's-
say
Cameo
Easter
porn
egg.
is like there's a
It's
Deadpool
amateur
movie.
porn. Cameo amateur porn.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's not like full production.
Cameo porn, in my opinion, is like let's say the next Deadpool movie. You now have all the Avengers suddenly like just there for a sec.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can expect it from. So my thing is cameo.
Yeah, Deadpool's known for cameo.
Yeah,
No,
You
I know.
can
As
expect
in, but
Like,
as in, that is the.
that's-
first
that-
one.
that is it.
That's positive. That's good cameo porn.
Yeah, yeah. The
'Cause
way
that-
he does
that's-
it.
that's suited
because
for-
the
that's suited for
X-Men,
him.
the X-Men avoid him.
Yeah.
So it's funny to see.
When we got when
So
we
that's good stuff.
remember Deadpool 2 when he opens the door
Yeah,
and,
and
he
then
sees
just
all of
like,
them.
yeah.
Well, then there, that's good use of cameo porn. It's like
That's
Yeah.
that
because it's used for humor.
That joke
Yeah.
is amazing because it started in the first movie. That's how I really like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
that.
Forget the
So,
first movie that started on Twitter between him and Hugh
Yeah,
Jackman.
yeah, yeah. So are we saying cameo porn is a good or bad thing?
If you can utilize it properly, if with Deadpool, it's because of the comedy.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
it makes there's a
It belongs-
purpose
it
to
belongs
it.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind if, let's say, there's another DC movie and suddenly you just see Superman flying across, because it makes sense. They're in the same world. Like
Yeah.
it's that
If you're in
universe.
Gotham and Superman flies over, that's our place.
It's
Man,
not
he's-
really
he's
though,
a
is
mis-
it?
He's a mission.
Yeah, but he can go all over the
He
world.
can.
He can.
But, like,
But I'm not saying he stops in Gotham to fight someone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Batman's fighting and Superman just flies across. I think you can utilize a universe like that,
Yeah.
but I don't think Superman has to be in everything just because he's Superman.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's develop your characters how they are. If you want to show them in the background or something, doing something that technically is normal, like let's say Batman's, like what I said in it, Batman's fighting. You see the Flash run past, you see Superman flying past.
Yeah.
Just because they're just trying to get somewhere, they have nothing else
But
to
they
do with the
have
story.
to go out their way to add that.
But if you're
and
gonna go out your
social
way
purpose.
to add.
They could have went another route. They didn't have to go
No,
through
but
the
as
scene.
in you don't
Go
have
through the whole
to
scene.
show a close up of Superman flying.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant. That's cameo porn.
If there was like
Yeah.
a cloud that's
Yeah.
that cool,
I think
you
there's
have to look for it. You have to find
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's not the focal point. I'm here watching this, but suddenly I noticed that something.
yeah. I
like a
think
line. Yeah,
I think there's
that's
two
cool,
terms.
like-
I think there's cameo, then there's cameo porn.
Yeah.
People have cameo when there's people
That's
just
more of an Easter
just
egg,
there.
though. That's
There's
like-
pop. Yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
that they're just pop in the film. They're there for like comedy release, like it's be funny, or just be like for a certain moment where it's like an Easter egg. We're trying to promote the next film. But cameo porn to me is when like they throw in a character that has nothing to do with anything, and their sole purpose is just for the audience to be that's that character, chilling there, and afterwards that character's gone. There's no use.
You know what that feels like
afterwards.
to me? Casting TikTokers in movies. That's what that feels like.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, because they're not there because they can act. They're just there because you want clicks.
Yeah,
That's what it is, isn't it?
That's literally what it is. The influencers.
Yeah, like
He's
to get them
the influencers. The influencers.
It's kind of like when Jack Black and Lizzo was in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like why are you there?
What are you doing?
What deal was made for this?
There's a Lizzo in Star
They must have the same agent, bro. Because that
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
innit?
I get it. Like, that's how it feels.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if the word cameo porn is the best way to describe what I'm about to say, but my thing, what I don't like is when you're tacking on this thing solely for audience reaction, and it just doesn't know. It's like it feels cheap. That might not be cameo porn. I always say it could be different, but it feels.
I think
cheap.
that's just a cameo that just went wrong, rather than cameo porn.
Yeah, I say it's just cheap. Like again, the Bruce Wayne thing in the end of Joker.
Yeah.
Would you consider? Oh, what about Shazam? Remember Shazam post-credit scene with Superman with his cut head?
Yeah.
No, but that.
What do you call that?
Nah, that's just a cameo.
That's more like
that made sense because it linked to the middle of the movie where
Yeah.
he was asking about
That
Superman.
And there's meant to be in the comments. There's meant to be Shazam Superman fight. Black Adam.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was leaning towards that.
That's one the line.
But to be fair, I don't want to cut off their head though. If you can't show his actually face, then you should just look at that whole scene. It was funny.
No, but it's because everyone knows that because of the whole Henry Cavill situation.
Yeah.
With his moustache. It was a bit meta. I like meta jokes. Deadpool introduced me to meta and football breaking. Stuff like that is like, it rewards those who understand what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
But when your cameo is now like you don't need to know it to understand it. It's like his bait stuff.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit okay. It's cheap.
Do you know what cameo for me hurt my heart? When Daredevil was in Spider-Man and no one reacted.
Serious?
Bro, because
No one reacted to Spider-Man.
No,
I watched it like twice, 2-3 times in cinema, and like only in one of the screens did I notice a couple people recognized him.
Serious?
I was like, this is crazy.
You have to go to certain screens.
Yeah, obviously.
Certain screens.
If I went first day, everyone would
like
probably
evening
know
or
who it is.
something.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did.
But I tried to avoid that, innit?
Wait, so did they react to Garfield and Maguire, but not to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what I mean, like.
That's not my kind of audience. I'm not a fan of that kind of audience.
Yeah, I was there like, what?
Yeah, someone's gone crazy.
And I only hear one other brother celebrating with me. I'm like, yo, okay.
That was a hard scene to wait with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very out of nowhere, but it works. That makes sense because Batman and Daredevil, they're meant to be in the same place.
See, that's what I mean though. Those cameos work.
Those make sense.
The thing is,
Don't overload it though.
But so they have a great relationship in the comics, but they have no relationship in the movies.
But that's because
Is that how he started a relationship?
Yeah.
By him being your lawyer and.
Yeah, let it be known that these guys are both in the same place. They're in the same universe.
Like it's a teaser.
Like his hair. Because they were meant to say. Did they say it was meant? I think it's someone. I think it was whoever's in charge. Whoever's working on Marvel was saying that Spider-Man and Daredevil are going to be the street level superheroes.
Yeah.
You said that like 4 years ago, man. Nothing's happened.
Okay, shit. Yeah, Bob Iger's trying to do back cuts and say, let's do less films.
Nothing's down. Just keep echo and leave it on.
Yeah, but cameo porn. I don't like cameo porn, and I feel like a lot of superhero films are using it to castrate and get the audience to watch, and I think it's hurting a lot of superhero films. I think going forward, they're gonna find. I don't know if it works for them. Every film of recent that had cameo porn worked.
So when you add it in, it elevates the emotion I already have.
Yeah.
If I have fuck all care about this movie, and you want to throw this cheap cameo, it doesn't. If anything, it's 6 feet lower. It makes you care less.
Harry Styles at the end of Eternals.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yo, watch this here. Harry Styles ain't been back since.
Yeah, obviously.
what's it? I can't think of another one. Fucking hell.
Yeah, well done.
Pip the Troll. You know, Pip the Troll. Yeah, he ain't been Spaxes. Basically, no turn was it?
Forget that, fam. The Celestial that's in the sticking out the
it's still there.
His leg is sticking
Still
out. We ain't seen Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's been for a minute.
No Moon Knight. Like nothing's been.
Oh, Moon Knight, they need to.
They've added so much characters.
They need to do him more.
He was good.
I liked him.
Like, this
But they're focusing on the wrong things.
They really are.
Yeah.
And things I'm tired of talking about because I keep hearing Kevin Feige and what's that guy said? Louis stuff something about all these people saying, oh, we're gonna do Victoria Alonso, we're gonna do things, blah blah blah. You're not doing something. You're not doing things. You're not making like Kevin Feige said we're gonna pull back on releasing stuff before Ant-Man and Angle's Quantumania.
Yeah.
I allowed Quantumania 4 years, it's gonna be shit movie, cool. But everything after that must be good because you had enough time to cook.
Yeah.
Well, this guy served me a pile of shit. I'm not in. Junior knows this. I'm tired of this fucking shit. I hate talking about it. I hate talking about it.